Hey everybody, Carla the Alberta Girl. Welcome to the channel. Today on tonight's episode, I'm going to show you how to can applesauce. Now, I'm not going to show you how to cut an apple and get rid of the pith and the inner core and the stems. You can figure that out on your own. If you need help with it, I'll happily answer questions, and you can always message me if you need help. If there's enough interest, absolutely, I guess I could do a video on how to do that, but it's not that hard. All you're gonna do is take and you're gonna put it into a big pot, maybe half cover it with water, add some lemon juice, a little bit of salt, and you're just going to have that's all you need to do. Then what you're going to do is put it onto the stove, and you're going to bring it to a boil as quick as you can, and then bring it down to a mid-simmer. The reason being is you don't want to burn or scorch your apples, but you also don't want to be spending all day doing this. Now, I today made the mistake of I added too much water is basically what happened. So I've been spending the last few hours cooking it down. And when I had it earlier, it was literally right up to the rim. So I've cooked a good, I'd say, third of the water out. And that's all I've been doing today is cooking this and making applesauce. So then we're going to do glass lids. So I've got the glass lids with the rings and everything set up, ready to go. I've got extra water here, just in case. And I've got inside my canner, which I guess I get it, people. This is a pressure canner. I get it. And I've just got my jars warming up because this is going to be a blisteringly hot pack. Now, the reason I use my pressure canner is simply because I don't have a water bath canner that will hold 7 quart jars without making an absolute mess over my stove. This is going to be bad enough, but it's got a lid and it's a tight fitting lid, so I'm not overly concerned. So I'll just set up and I'll show you what we're going to do. You're going to need your debubbling tool. You're going to need jar lifters, a ladle, your trusty funnel. Jars are in the canner, lids are in here. Last thing, of course, you're going to need tongs. This is to pull your rings out. I'm going to just do the canning, the filling of the jars up here. Now, because of the heat involved, I'm just going to put down my trusty. So we're going to take out a jar and we're just going to empty all of the water out of it, just like so. Very carefully. We may have a little extra water at the end. That's okay. Then we're going to put the jar over here and just fill it like we normally would. Put funnel in, and I've made mine super smooth because I really like a smooth applesauce. I've used my immersion blender, which is right over here. It's just a $20 one from Walmart, but we're just going to ladle it in like so. And I'm just going to keep this as neat as I can. I hate messes, and I don't want to make a big one with the towel being right there. Of course. So we'll just keep doing this. I'm going to bring this a little closer. I think. There we go. That'll work. Now again, this should make about, I'm guessing, 6 jars of applesauce. I'm hoping it will make at least 6 jars of applesauce. Now, I know in previous videos what I've said about headspace. With applesauce, we are doing right a generous 1 inch. Actually, it's going to be even probably more than 1 inch, I'm going to guess. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We're going to give a really generous inch headspace just because of some stuff that I've been reading up and learning about. So we're just going to move this over here, and then we're going to do the same with the next jar, and I'm just going to put the camera down and you can watch. Now you want to work quickly, so get this done quickly, as quick as you can. So I don't actually have enough for a 6 jar, so I just ran and grabbed a small pint jar. Just gonna do a quick little insertion here, get it nice and heated up. And this jar should be good to go. And again, I always put my jars away ready to go. They just need to be heated or whatever we need to do to get that done. Just gonna move that jar out of the way. I'll give it a quick wash in a bit. And then same thing, we're just going to fill it. Okay, so this is what we've got. We got 5 jars, 5-quart jars, just like that. And then 1 pint jar, which is this little guy right here. Give it a quick little scrape down in the funnel, and then just like that, we're done. So like always, we're going to take a paper towel and just quick little drip, and we're going to just wipe our rims really good. We want to make sure we have no goop on them. Want to make sure we've got it nice and clean so that our seals are nice and tight. This is a little awkward with one hand here, so I'll do the best I can. This one's going to be a little bit, there we go. And again, you want to make sure you get the ring threads as well. There we go. Now what we're going to do, now I know because of how liquidy it is, I'm not going to debubble. If you want to, by all means. If yours is thicker, by all means, you should. But all we're going to do now is take a ring, like so, or a ring and lid. And if you followed my channel in the past, you know I like to line things up, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And then we're just going to screw the lid down on, like so. And I'll give it a quick tighten. This is just finger tight and barely finger tight at that, because I've got one hand to do everything. So I'll just keep going. Now, something like this, you'll see there's a little tiny chip right here. And again, I can't get it to focus. I'm going to have to call DJI about this, but this little chip here is irrelevant. It's on the underside that you need to be worried about. That's on the top. I wouldn't even give it a second glance if you've got something like that. Okay, I'm just going to put the camera down, and I'm going to give each one a really... They're hot, people. There we go. So the next thing we're gonna do then is put our jars carefully into the water bath, like so. And there's still not enough, so I'm gonna fill that last gem jar space with some boiling water. And we're going to can water for the sake of canning water today. And this is just going to take up that last spot. And it's also for safety's sake too, with the whatever wave. I think we're on our 5th wave now. Oh, look, it's the blank one. Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is a blank starburst. And I've just, like I said, hand tightened it. Like, it's just as snug as I would normally do if I was using a snap lid. So we've got all of our applesauces and our pint in the middle. And we're going to bring it up. We're going to put the lid on and let it come up to a rocking boil. And then we're going to let it boil for 25 minutes. See you in a bit. Okay, so we've got this down. Nice good stream heading, and it's been about 25 minutes. I'm just gonna let it cool down naturally for the next little bit, and we'll be back. I just want to let it come down, let it calmly come down. I don't want it to siphon, that's why. And I'm actually just gonna move it on to the next burner. That'll help it cool down a little quicker. It's also, as you can see right there, that is a steam spot. And I need to just let it sit and cool itself down. Okay, so we're back. The pot's been cooling for, I don't know, about 15-20 minutes. So we're just going to open it up and we're going to start removing the jars. Remember, always open away from you. We're going to remove the jar. And we did have a little bit of, looks like some siphoning, as well as a little bit of, just water burning off, which is fine. We're going to pull the jars out and we're going to put them onto, and tighten everything up as we do it. We're going to do one at a time, like always. And we're just going to grab the jar, tighten it as much as we humanly can. There we go. And then just put it down. And if you look carefully, you can just see inside and it's still bubbling, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want it to be doing. Oh yeah, and you can still see the bubbling. That's a great sign. When you're using glass lids, you want to watch for a couple of things. And the bubbling, when it comes out of the canner, is one of the top. That you're going to get a good seal and that things are as they should be. So we're just going to, like I said, we're just tightening everything down as much as we can. And that's good. So there we go. I'll show you really quick. I hope you can see this. Oh, this is driving me nuts. This not focusing. But you can see they're all still bubbling. They're all still going strong. I mean, obviously the water isn't going to, but that's okay. If the water doesn't seal, I'm not terribly upset. I do want it for my shelf just in case, but you can see all of the jars are nice and bubbling and active and alive inside still. So that's what you do to make applesauce. Now, I just realized when I was watching these videos to do a quick recognizance here. This is literally unsweetened applesauce. It's apples, some water, some salt, and a splash, and I mean a splash of lemon juice. That's it. I didn't add any sugar or any sweetener of any kind. The only thing I've really done to it is cooked it down, and put my immersion blender to it so that it was nice and smooth, because I like a smooth applesauce. But we'll see what happens in the morning.